Hey, this is Trevor with High Desert Tactical, and this is my VR to BigDawgBeav's gun giveaway. Congratulations on coming up on 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to do the same and maybe acquire as many viewers and maybe do a contest as good as this one. I've been subbed to all the channels that you've talked to for quite some time, probably since the beginning of this channel. So I'm familiar with all of them. Pete, the Yankee Marshal, Chaos, and Trevor over the neutered 10mm. I really dig Chaos and 10mm. I talk to Trevor and Chaos a lot, or at least comment a lot and back and forth, and there's good banter. And so I really feel that they're a bunch of good dudes. I always love listening to Pete, and Yankee Marshal does have some really good points of view. He's really good at playing the devil's advocate, and so there's times when I agree with him and there's times when I don't. But he still has a really good way of sharing his opinion and making it easy for others to listen to and not feel like somebody's beating them over the head with a lead pipe. And that's kind of what's fun about YouTube, is especially our community, the gun community, is that we're all able to do that. We're all be able to put ourselves out there where we all can listen to each other and share each other's points of views and stuff. And that's one thing that I really enjoy about my channel, is having this camaraderie or brotherhood or friendship with quite a few of these YouTubers. And there's a few of them that I've never shook their hand, never seen them in real life in the same space that I'm standing in, but I consider them to be my friends, and if I wanted somebody's opinion, some of them would be the ones that I would go to for help, or to answer a question or get an idea of what I need to know. I've commented on your video and I've liked it, and I think it's a great idea what you're doing, and it's a lot of fun. So kind of get down to the question that you're asking, which I think everybody in their right mind in the whole wide world, one day sitting there drinking their morning coffee, and it's a question that definitely should pop up in your head. Do I honestly believe that I could survive the zombie apocalypse? Well, as in myself, Trevor, I don't know if I could really truly answer that, because I don't know if I could survive it. It's a scary thought to think about, something like that. Maybe zombies, no. But apocalypse, maybe society or the economy could crash so bad that we would kind of revert back to, Mad Max style days and things like that. You never know. But I would like to believe that I would do everything possible to survive, and I would give it a try. I would never roll over and just quit. I don't think I would honestly ever be able to just let go and just assume defeat either. So, I don't know if I would be able to actually survive it. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I am. I'm willing to learn, and there's lots of things that I've done in my life. I've done, quite a bit of hunting and camping, and learned a lot about survival. My family comes from a long background of forestry, logging. My family was one of the very first logging industries in Central Oregon. It was back when you actually had lots of trees to cut down and stuff, which there's not much of that around, at least over here in the high desert anymore. But I grew up wandering around the woods and surviving and stuff. And one thing I would say, though, is even though I may or may not know if I would be able to survive the zombie apocalypse, my mom made a comment to me once when I was probably about 17 or 18 years old, and I'm 31 now. But this was a while back, but it still kind of echoed through me. My mom doesn't say much to me, just so you know. My mom's not the kind of mom that tells you she's proud of you every single day. She does say it, but it's just, it's few and far between, and it's usually when you really need to hear it. It's not just something to, fluff you up, and she usually, when she says it's important that she's saying it. But she told me that, she goes, if the world was ever to go to hell in a handbasket, I would probably find you and go where you're going. And I looked at my mom and I said, why Why? And she told me, you're a survivor. You've always been good at making do with what you got. And, ever since I was a kid, I was always the kid that you could stick me in a dirt hole and I would find things to do and to enjoy about it, and she just, and I don't know if that makes a lot of sense or not, but, I think a mom's intuition on her child is usually pretty good. And so coming from my mom telling me that if the world was ever to go to hell in a handbasket and she needed to go somewhere, she would go where I was going. And that meant a lot to me. And so maybe I could survive it. But to honestly answer your question, I don't know. But to tell you, I would do everything that I could too. I know that the world is a rough place and there will be sacrifices that will need to be made, and some of the sacrifices that need to be made could be the worst sacrifices you could ever possibly bring yourself to make. But in order to survive, I think I could. So, on a lighter note, I really appreciate everybody watching my channel, and I enjoy all the comments, and I enjoy all the channels that I'm subbed to, and I enjoy all the banter that we do. So, again, I appreciate that. And I want everybody, if you're holiday people, I want you to have a safe and wonderful holiday. I know that right now we're going through a time of a rough patch where there's a lot of crazy people. And I live in Oregon, and I'm about 160, I think I'm about 200 miles. I've never even thought about it. I just drive. It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours away from here to Clackamas. So, and I know everybody's done all these videos about the Clackamas shooting and stuff, and I'm from there. I've stood in that area. I mean, I know exactly where it happened, and it's a shame that it's come to Oregon. I've always figured Oregon people were level-headed and kind, and I'm just sad that it's come to this. And I think it's just more fuel for the fire to make things rougher on us and the people that believe in the Constitution and believe in our civil rights and what makes us Americans. So normally I would end all my videos with like, hey, I'll catch you on the flip side or whatever, but if you're listening to this video and you're wandering around, if you're packing, pack it, and always be prepared. So I think we need to stand up for our rights as Americans, and I think we need to stand up for our rights to defend ourselves, because people that are going around and causing all this trouble, we need more people that believe in that it's okay to defend you and defend those around you. So, yep. If you're packing, pack it, and always be prepared. Thanks for watching, guys.